Alternative Certification Teacher Academy of Dallas ISD. We are dedicated to identifying top talent from our community and preparing them to become effective teachers, despite the challenges of our large urban school districts. We are looking for people across our community to join our efforts to transform Dallas ISD. We need more people to think differently and act courageously to improve academic achievement for our students. Please hold your questions until the end of the session. My name is Danny Beppel, and I am the Operations Supervisor for the Compass Alternative Certification Teacher Academy.
My name is Joy Henson, and I'm a K-12 General Education and Special Education Teacher Effectiveness Coordinator.
My name is Art Dela Cruz, and I'm the Bilingual Teacher Effective Coordinator.
Why choose Compass? There are many alternative certification programs in the U.S., and while other programs may provide a faster, less rigorous pathway into the classroom, there are three main reasons to choose our program. First, if selected, candidates will receive an early contract and job support from our program. Second, teachers will be prepared to raise student achievement with intensive, rigorous training, coaching, and feedback. Finally, you will be provided support to help you become an effective first-year teacher. What are we looking for? Compass is looking for committed, dedicated professionals that have proven success and looking to help students across Dallas ISD become successful. If you are dedicated to raising student achievement and want to be part of the transformation in Dallas ISD, we need you. By joining our program, you'll receive intensive training that focuses on the most essential teaching skills necessary for first-year teachers. You will have the opportunity to practice these skills in pre-service training. A coach will be assigned to you that will provide real-time feedback to help you become effective in the classroom. By joining our program, you are eligible to receive a standard teacher certification in 1 year. An early contract for critical teaching areas in Dallas ISD is offered with job support.
This is what you will need: a bachelor's degree from a regionally accredited university, an overall GPA of 2.75 or higher on a conferred bachelor or graduate degree. A bachelor and graduate degree must be from a regionally accredited university. Demonstrate English language oral communication skills with a score of at least 64 on the Pearson Versal. Pass the appropriate Texas content exam for the certification area you are seeking. Here are the critical needs for Dallas ISD. Compass will be offering certification only in the areas that Dallas ISD has identified as critical needs area. This includes bilingual elementary, special education, Spanish, math, and science. Please know that these are the only areas of certification offered. And here's what you're going to do. Here's your next steps. Complete the online application. Upload official transcripts into the application. Job code number is 12956. Successfully complete interview. Successfully pass appropriate Texas content exam for the certification area.
If you would like more information, please visit us on the web at www.dallasisd.org/altcert or email alternativecertification@dallasisd.org. Now we can answer any questions you have. Please type your questions into the box and we will answer as many as we can. If we are unable to answer your question tonight, please email us at alternativecertification@dallasisd.org. Some of the common questions we receive are, what are the program costs? The program cost is $3,500, with $370 of that due up front. The remaining AC program fees will be payroll deducted over 12 months. The intern is responsible for testing, fingerprinting, and certification fees. Another question is, are scholarships or incentives available? There are a limited number of scholarships available, and more information will be provided once accepted into the program. There are district incentives available for bilingual EC6, math, and science teachers, but the incentives are not guaranteed. Another question we received is, are letters of recommendation required? The letters of recommendation are not required. However, please upload your references' contact information into your application so that we may contact them if needed. If you currently have a job, you can go through our program, but you would have to quit your position at your other job if it's full-time before starting pre-service training. Our pre-service training in the summer is 7 weeks and full-time. The earliest job guarantee offers will be made starting at the end of March. Another question is, are interns paid to attend training? Interns are not paid to attend training. However, they are advanced their first-year teacher salary during training. The first-year teacher's salary is divided across 15 months instead of 12 months. Our application is located on the Applicants site, job code number 12956. You can get a direct link to our application by visiting our website at www.dallasisd.org/altcert and clicking on Apply Now. Another question is, are interns guaranteed a job in Dallas ISD? All interns that meet program and eligibility requirements, successfully pass the performance assessments, and district and state hiring requirements will be supported in securing a teaching position in Dallas ISD within their certification area. The beginning of summer training will start with an orientation on Friday, June 5th, and the actual training will begin on Monday, June 8th. Another question we've received is, when will interns be standard certified? The intern must meet all program requirements, testing requirements, and successfully complete 1 full year as a teacher intern, as well as pass the Compass ACE performance screen in order to achieve standard certification in 1 year. If you're unsure of which content test to take, please visit our website, and we have listed each content area and the assigned content exam that should be taken to become highly qualified for that area. The stipend amounts, the incentives, will be posted to the DallasISD.org website once approved by the school board. Another question is, when are applicants required to take the Texas exam? You can apply for the program and interview before we receive your passing results on the exam. However, we must receive your passing test results before we can offer you a formal acceptance into our program. If you are selected for our program, we will need to receive your Texas content exam results before you can begin pre-service training. There is assistance available for content exams. If you email us at alternativecertification@dallasisd.org, we can provide training for you that is free and online. Summer training hours are currently Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. If there's any change to our hours, we will post this on our website. If you are coming from out of country and need to take the Toefl, you will need a passing score of 26 or higher on the oral portion of the Toefl exam. The Toefl exam is only required for people who have transcript degrees from outside of the country and do not have a degree in the United States. Interviews will begin the week of March 16th. We will be contacting you via email to schedule your interviews. Interviews will take place at the H.B. Bell Service Center on Buckner Boulevard. If you are looking for bilingual certification, you will need to take the Texas 291 exam for your content exam. If you are unable to register for the exam, please contact us at alternativecertification@dallasisd.org and we can assist you. If you already have a TEA ID number, you will not be able to Pact. Instead, we will need to give you test approval in order to register for the exam. If you have a TEA ID number and need test approval, please contact us after you submit your application at alternativecertification@dallasisd.org and provide us your name and your TEA ID number, and we can grant you test approval. Another question that we commonly receive is, do we complete the Pact exam or the Texas exam before acceptance? Pact stands for Pre-Admission Content Test and is simply a process in order to complete the Texas exam. The Texas exam and the Pact are the same thing. It is just that the Pact allows you to test on your own without test approval from an alternative certification program. Test results must have been completed within the last year, so in 2014, in order to be eligible for our program. If you passed your content exam before 2014, you would need to retake the exam. If you previously took the 191 for Generalist EC6, you would now need to take the 291 Core Subjects EC6 exam. This is the new exam for the Generalist EC6 and Bilingual EC6 certification areas. Once you take the exam, it takes 2 to 3 days for you to receive your content test results. However, it will take 5 to 7 days for our program to be able to view your test results on the TEA website within your application. Another question we commonly receive is applicants do not have a 2.75 on their bachelor's degree, but they have received a master's degree with a higher GPA. As long as one of your degrees conferred from a regionally accredited university has at least a 2.75 GPA, you will be eligible for our program. Please submit both bachelor's and master's degree transcripts showing your GPA into your application. We are currently looking to accept about 300 new interns for the following school year. We are mostly looking for teachers in the bilingual EC6, generalist EC6, special ed, secondary math, secondary science, and secondary Spanish. By focusing on these certification areas, we are able to offer you an early contract with teaching position with the school district. If you have completed a previous educator preparation program, you would not be eligible for admittance if it was within the same certification area that you have already been deemed a program completer. If you're interested in transferring to our program, you will be eligible as long as you were not a program completer. You would need to apply to our program, and if you were accepted, you would then submit a transfer form to transfer from your previous program to our program. If you have already served on a probationary certificate or permit for 3 years, you would not be eligible for our program. You do not have to complete the content exams in order to be eligible for an interview. You can interview and complete your application before taking the content test. However, if you are selected, you would need to pass that content exam before you can be formally admitted into our program. Applicants for our program are not eligible to attend the district-wide job fair on March 21st. In order to be eligible for hire by a principal, you must first be selected by our AC program. If you have not yet been selected and sent an offer letter for our AC program, you would not be eligible for hire at the district-wide job fair. If you are needing an H-1B visa, you would need to pass the content exam before March 31st and submit your results. This would allow us to interview you and get your remaining documentation in order to help you with applying for your H-1B visa. In order to apply for an H-1B visa, we would need your official transcripts and foreign evaluations, your passing test results, and all other required documentation listed on our website in order to approve a probationary certificate for you in order to complete the H-1B visa requirements. If you have already applied to the Dallas AC Alternative Certification Program in previous years, a new application must be submitted. Previously submitted transcripts to our office can be returned to you for uploading to a new application. Please email us at alternativecertification@dallasisd.org to request appropriate documentation to have your transcripts returned. Yes, if you have already completed an application previous years, you would need to resubmit a new application to job code number 12956. We can return your previously submitted transcripts to you by emailing alternativecertification@dallasisd.org. We are processing applications every day. If anything is missing or incomplete from your application, we will notify you by email. We will be emailing you the week of March 16th to schedule interviews if your application is complete and you meet our eligibility requirements. If you do not meet our eligibility requirements, we will notify you by email. For applicants that are looking to relocate to the Dallas area, we will provide you with assistance with contacts for housing as well as transportation. There are many services available in the Dallas area for transportation as well as housing to help you find apartments or buying homes in the area. Our current application priority deadline is March 30th. Our final application deadline is April 15th. It is important to submit your application completed as soon as possible so that you can complete your interview. Once you complete your application will be reviewed by our program. If you do not meet eligibility requirements or if anything is missing, we will contact you by email and notify you what needs to be completed. If your application is complete, we will notify you the week of March 16th to start scheduling your interview by email. Another question we have is, when would you be eligible to be hired for a position in the 2015-2016 year? And if hired, what is the salary for these positions? If you are selected by the program, you would be eligible to be hired by a principal for a position for the 2015-2016 year as soon as you receive an offer letter from our program. The starting salary for teachers is currently $47,000 per year. But however, our board is looking at changing the salary to increase it. The board will approve the following year's teacher salary in June of 2015. If you are selected by our program, you will begin receiving paychecks in June. The teacher salary is divided up by 15 months instead of 12 months to give you an advance on your salary during pre-service training. We will be contacting applicants to schedule interviews the week of March 16th. We'll be scheduling interviews priority in the order of the applications received. If you already submitted your application before the early bird deadline of February 27th, you will be the first applicants that we will contact in order to schedule your interview. Once you interview, and if you have been accepted by the program, we will notify you by email and send you an offer letter. You will have 5 days to respond to the offer letter to show you're accepting our offer. We will be live for about 9 more minutes. If you have any more questions, please type them into the box so that we can assist you. If we're not able to answer your question tonight, or if you think of any more questions later, please email us at alternativecertification@dallasisd.org. If you are accepted into our program and receive an offer for a position at a school, you will be eligible to begin benefits in June. You must sign up for the benefits within 30 days of being hired by the program. Benefits include health, vision, and dental. Applicants that require an H-1B visa are required to submit the Texas results by March 31st. If you are unable to meet that deadline, you could apply for our October cohort. The reason is that it takes several weeks to process the paperwork for the visa. We would want you to be able to have your paperwork processed and approved in order to be eligible for hire. Stipends are not guaranteed. Stipends depend on where you are working as well as in what certification area. The stipends are on a first-come, first-served basis and are given out based on the certification area. If you are selected by the program, we do not place you in a school. Once selected into our program, you will be able to attend job fairs and interviews with principals in order to find the best match for you. We suggest that you look at the campus websites at dallasisd.org and find the school's mission and vision, as well as research the schools to see where you would be the best fit. Transcripts do not have to be in sealed envelopes. If you have your transcripts in a sealed envelope, please open the envelope, scan your transcripts, and upload them into your application. You will upload them to the page titled Additional Information. If you are an out-of-country applicant with a degree from outside of the United States, you will need to take the Toefl IBT and get a passing score of 26 or higher on the oral portion. You will need to submit these scores into your application. Our program currently only offers positions within Dallas ISD. We are a district program and we support the initiatives of our district. If you are accepted into our program, you do not have to live in Dallas, but you will have to be a teacher in Dallas ISD. If you are currently employed and get accepted into our program, your first day of training would be Friday, June 5th for orientation. We would suggest making the transition date by Friday, June 5th. We are currently working on setting up training locations for our program. The training locations will be at schools throughout our district. Once we have the specific locations for each training day, we will notify you. If you are currently under DACA and you are requesting H-1B visa status, please contact Alternative Certification at dallasisd.org and we can help you with your specific situation. We have specialists in the district that work directly with visa applicants. If you have not yet taken the Texas Content Exam, you can still apply for our program and be interviewed. However, you must pass the content exam in order to be formally accepted into our program if you are selected. If you are interested in being a special education teacher, you will need to pass 2 content exams. The 2 content exams you would need to take are the Core Subjects Generalist EC6 exam number 291 and the Special Education EC through 12 exam. If you are coming from out of country, you would need to pass the Toefl IBT before you can be standard certified. We will give you the Versant English phone test to take over the phone to determine your English proficiency. And once we receive those results, we could use those to determine how well you will possibly do on the Toefl. If you would like to take the Toefl early, you could go ahead and get that completed and attach that to your application. There is no application fee. The cost to apply is free. Our program does not offer teaching positions at private or charter schools. In order to be a participant in our program, you must be a teacher employee of Dallas ISD. In order to Pact, you do not have to contact our office and you can directly go to the ETS website. The website is www.texs.ets.org. That's www.texes.ets.org. At the top, you will click on Register and register for your exams. The current hours of our 7-week pre-service training is Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. However, if there are any changes to our training hours, we will post this on our website. Attendance is required every day of training. We have completely changed our alternative certification program from before. If you have previously participated in our program, our new program has been completely revamped and redesigned in order to make you the most effective teacher you can be your first year. Our pre-service training has been partnered with the New Teacher Project, also known as TNTP, in order to completely redesign the training that we offer you. Bilingual EC6 certification, it requires 4 certification exams. The only certification exam that is required for entrance into the program is the 291 Core Subjects exam. After you are in the program, you will take a bilingual supplemental exam, a bilingual language exam, as well as the PPR exam. There are bilingual stipends available in addition to the salary, but those are dependent on the availability of stipends and are not guaranteed. In order to be accepted into our program, you must pass the content exam. However, you can apply an interview without completing your exam, but the exam must be completed before you can be formally accepted. We will begin sending out acceptance letters, which are called offer letters, after the first week of March interviews. We will then continue to give offer letters, hoping to have our final selections made by May 1st. If you have already passed your content exam, please upload your test score report to your online application. For secondary teachers, you will need to pass your content exam before you can be accepted into our program. You can interview and complete the application without passing the content exam, but the content exam must be passed in order to be formally accepted into our program. We appreciate you for joining our online information session tonight. If you have any further questions, please visit our website at www.dallasisd.org/altcert or email us at alternativecertification@dallasisd.org. We look forward to hearing from you, and we look forward to having you in our program. Have a great night.